Hey everybody, it's Edwardo here with your late night DraftStream After Dark update, call sheet review. Thanks for your patience, and thankfully because I was able to channel all my energy towards the Seahawks, we won! So I appreciate your patience. And here we go into the DraftStream call sheet review and weekend preview. Ah, yes. A familiar culprit. Going for the clean money sweep. That would be first. That would be second. That would be the low ball. It's Gamble 24x7 in the early lead, but it's close. Less than, what is that? Less than 40 points separates first from sixth. I'm in the mix. Parfait DM Lil Stevie is in the mix. Henner YYZ also in the mix. We're missing our favorite bird from up north, Jaybird. So it is a wide open contest with one less shark swimming in the waters. We also have some flirtation with perfection going on down here with the low ball call sheet. We'll get to that in a second. First off, what does perfection look like? It looks something like this. Optimal stack of small acts anchoring the perfect call sheet. A headliner stack of For Life, which I think isn't even really represented on anyone's call sheets this week. I don't believe. So people are missing out on For Life. Headliner stack of Venino. And then Laura Dern and David W. Collins from Crazy Not Insane, and The Boss Baby Back in Business Season 4, respectively. And for a total of 1469.30. And we've got another above average week so far. It's starting to become the norm. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's all these. Is it returning shows? Here's over 100. Oh, the Fresh Prince of BEL-AIR reunion also scoring well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Once again, 10 titles over 100 this week, with several more over 90. All right. So let's take a look at G24's leaderboard leading call sheet, and he went with the headliner stack of Venino. Very good value. 11.6 got you 156 points. Headliner stack of the Fresh Prince reunion, which I watched this afternoon, and it was delightful. Just delightful. It really was kind of perfect. I mean, it had all the requisite nostalgia shots and behind the scenes action stuff, but what I thought really sent it over the top was when they reunited with the first Aunt Viv, the OG Aunt Viv, the only Aunt Viv that I recognized, quite honestly, Janet Hubert, and to hear her story, it was so emotional. It really was, and circumstances under which she, was essentially booted off the show, and the friction she had with Will Smith. I mean, they buried the hatchet. It was nice. It would, as Will Smith's wife would say, of her infamous Red Table Talks, there was some healing that went down. It was nice. So it was nice to see old Aunt Viv. Get to see the famous Aunt Viv dance. We're doing it right now. You can't see it, but I'm doing it. The Aunt Viv. Oh, James Avery, R.I.P. I think he left us in 2013. It was good to see them. Good to see all the old clips of James Avery, as well as behind the scenes stuff too. It was great. It was like seeing a slice of my childhood just served up 30 years later, just as fresh as ever. So, anyways, you get a chance to see it, and you're at all a fan of Will Smith or the Fresh Prince of BEL-AIR, the sitcom, it was definitely worth your while. And a brisk hour and 15 minutes too, so not a ton of your time. headliner from Small Axe, headliner stack from Crazy Not Insane, and a headliner from Run. And this, of course, being going for points, not necessarily value. And you kind of had room this week, too. Especially, I mean, Venino, pretty solid value here, but excellent value, I believe, is on the way for the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reunion. I think it's missing a Google user score. If this thing ever gets a Google user score, it's a wrap. I think it's going to be one of those like 98s or 99s if it does register Google user score. Yeah, look at this. This is missing Google user. Let's say this thing got like a 98, right? First of all, clears 120. And definitely, oh, and look here, then Gamble 24/7 would leapfrog himself. Oh, but then I'm hot on his heels though. Yeah, so I would very much like to see a Google user score out of that. Please send me a Google user score, Santa. I've been a good boy. And then take a look at his second call sheet. And so in this case, he has the optimal stack of the Fresh Prince, headliner stack of the Nino, headliner stack his Dark Materials, and then also Crazy Not Insane. The way to hit on Crazy Not Insane, that was not on my radar. You just never know with these HBO documentaries, but I mean, this is excellent value. 7.4K gets you 145 points. That's excellent value right there. And then my call sheet. Yeah, I went all in on Small Axe. I mean, the value here is insane. 8.4K gets you 157 points, 134 co-star. So I pretty much, I almost maxed out on this. I went with 2 headliners, 4 co-stars, and a day player from Small Axe. I think it'll pay off. Is there room to grow? Let's see if there's room to grow Small Axe. Alright, here we go. Well, looks like all the reviews are in. It got a pretty otherworldly 90 for Metacritic. That's pretty strong. And Small Axe overall only has a 7.3. What's the sample size? So so it looks like, okay, here it is. So it looks like, so Mangrove did well. Lover's Rock, which hasn't been debuted yet, but apparently 91 people have gotten access to it. Lover's Rock is what's dragging it down. So we need Lover's Rock to do a little better. Mangrove has gotten pretty much universal acclaim, and this is what's interesting. So if you Google Small Axe TV series, you get this. Now, this is what I've noticed. Now, this is through my Cinema Draft. This is through my Cinema Draft search, my Cinema Draft profile search engine. Now, I do it as myself, Edwardo Jackson, my EJ Ace 1 account, and look what pops up. Oh, hold on. Can we do that? There we go. It's totally different! You've got all this over here, and you can actually go in and see the Google user scores. Or can you? Hold on. Maybe not. Well, anyways, that threw me for a loop. I feel like I'm missing out if I look up stuff on my Cinema Draft account. So I'm gonna be looking things up for my Google user account because I just feel like I'm missing out on stuff. I hate that feeling. They got a whole other sidebar here where it lets you, go deeper. Watch the show. I mean, it's just, let me know if you guys are having this experience too. I find it very odd that this guy gets this experience over this guy. I'm the same person. Just use it for totally different stuff. All right, anyway, I thought that was very odd. So now I'm actually looking up scores for Google on my EJ Ace 1 search engine account, my Google account. Very strange. All right, anyways. So that's mine. Parfait DM, Little Stevie. Right. I mean, first of all, look how close second and third is. I mean, it's I mean, do we have a 4-day game again this weekend? I mean, on my call, is anything opening up late? No, Small Axe came out tonight. So my stuff is pretty much in. Anything? Oh, Feliz Navidad. Okay, that might actually play into the low ball. We'll get there in a minute. But it seems like... And then Belushi on Showtime debuts Sunday night? Oh, so okay, so this is Saturday. Alright, so this is Saturday. And this is Sunday. And Between the World and Me is also Saturday. I think that's also going to be a sleeper when it comes out. I mean, Ta-Nehisi Coates... I'm not sure if you're familiar with his work, but one of the foremost thinkers and writers on race in America today. So I'm not surprised it did well by the critics. It'll be very interesting to see if the quote-unquote right audiences get their hands on this show and review it appropriately. I mean, you never know with Twitter. I mean, someone might try to politicize it on Twitter, and then the trolls might come out. But if just, the audiences who seek out this type of stuff find it, I think it'll rate pretty damn high. I mean, it's basically excerpts from his book, which was like a New York Times bestseller over and over. So just based off that alone, I'm sure it'll be fine. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, Little Stevie, what you got cooking? I like it. She went with the optimal stack of Small Axe. Headliner stack of Fresh Prince BEL-AIR. Headliner stack The Nest. Okay. And then a headliner stack of Veneno. Very strong call sheet. I like it a lot. I think the Fresh Prince is going to help us both out. And I've got high hopes for Small Axe. If Small Axe can just improve itself on Lover's Rock. I mean, if this bumps it up to, say... Actually, hold on a second. How did I do that? So it was, 8.3, 7.1. Oh, I did that wrong. Actually, this has changed. I'm sorry. This score must have been different when I saw it. So this 8.3 and 7.1... This average must have changed since I saw it. So this is going to, so when we see it next, 7.7. This is definitely going to change. I'm not going to change it now because it wouldn't be fair, but yeah, so that's going to give us a bit of a boost and get me a little bit closer. It will get me within 15 points of first, and it will push me to second. But, of course, that score will probably even change by the time we do our update on Saturday. So stay tuned, y'all. And then the mascot, Brown Baby, the draft mom. She got coached up this week, y'all. And the results are not promising. First of all, having Big Sky on there, a very expensive misfire as a day player. I mean, yes, we enjoyed it, Mother. We very much enjoyed it. Davey D. Kelly back on his bullshit. Nice surprise ending at the pilot. A shocking death, per se, but apparently no one else liked it. No one else agreed, Mom. Big Sky, what went down here? Critics hated it. Google has yet to weigh in, and it only got a 6.5 on IMDb. Notice, though, I gave it an 8. I thought it was a very strong pilot. But we shall see. And what else? So I don't see that how that's going to help Bull in season 5. I mean, for almost this exact same price, Mom, you could have gotten yourself Crazy Not Insane. You could have gotten yourself Freaking, not Venino, but Small Axe. Could have been all over Small Axe for that price. I mean, some more coaching needs to be done. But I love how hard you work at the game, Mom. I appreciate it. We see you. Boss Baby, yeah, not bad. Really good value right here. Not sure it's got much room to grow because some scores are missing. His Dark Materials. This is straight points play. No value, not much value to be had here. So this is fine. You have, I mean, you're saving money here on Bull and on the Fresh Prince, and this right here is your best shot, as well as the Nest. But the hole you dug yourself with Big Sky, very expensive misfire, and with Bull, yeah, I mean, decent value, but you honestly, you're still 30 points off of the value you could have gotten with even the Boss Baby or the Fresh Prince. I mean, I don't know, or actually Small Axe. So I don't know. Better luck next week. And then down here on the low, the perfect lowball call sheet. 1-9 San Diego, dead on arrival. And then Big Sky here for a pretty obvious salary play, but also it is underperforming. And then Feliz Navidad, our lifetime movie of the week, at a default score. And this just so happens to match exactly G24, the homies call sheet, perfectly. But, and even though I think I'm winning the tiebreaker, it won't be necessary, because as we know with these type of movies, Lifetime, Hallmark, we've seen it all before. When it comes around, I think it debuts on Thursday. No, sorry, 21st. So that comes Saturday. So that's going to be Saturday title. So for our Sunday update, we all know it's going to get the de rigueur 7.5, whatever score from IMDb users and nobody else. No one else reviews these pieces of work. So when that happens, it's going to blow him right out of the bottom rung, and lowball shall be mine. So what happens when I win the lowball? And just to show you what happens, look what happens when Feliz Navidad goes to, let's give it a 7. Boom, you're out of there. So anyways, expect that to happen. And so when that happens, when I win the lowball, I will take that $15 and roll it over into next week's prize pool like the benevolent dictator I am. But I do love, so no perfect call sheet bonus for you this week. I'm anticipating, of course, prove me wrong. Watch Feliz Navidad blow like a 4.7. And then I'm just screwed. There's no way I can come back from that. Actually, in contrast, my call sheet, my lowball call sheet, is betting on Trollstopia, not registering a thing. There's a lot of confusion out there with Trollstopia. There's so much Trolls content. It's not showing up properly in some of these searches, so I'm actually banking on this staying at a default score. Of course, it could go lower. It could go higher. It's family fare. But the fact that it came out today, or it came out on Thursday, which would technically mean it'd be available midnight Pacific time on Wednesday night, and there's no score for it, does not bode well for Z Trolls. All right, so that's it for now. Thanks for your patience. Thanks for watching. Thanks for playing. I'll be back Saturday, sometime after 12 p.m. Pacific time, with your Saturday estimates update, and probably a couple more reviews and some other stuff I am watching. Thanks for playing, everybody. I'll see you on Saturday.